So we're gonna devise a very basic test. Park the car in the heat, in the middle of the desert, and see what happens. Temperatures are gonna spike. I mean, as you'll see shortly, the temperatures are going to be extremely hot. And how will the air conditioning do? Will it get me back to a reasonable temperature in which I can drive along peacefully and comfortably around Bahrain? Or is it gonna cook me and make me look like this? Well, let's find out. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not gonna take too long for this. It is quite literally 60 degrees in here. And I can feel it because I can hardly breathe. Keys, start button, AC full, and start. Oh my Lord, it's hot. Music can't go on because of copyright reasons. Oh, it's going down. 59.5. I mean, down is an understatement, but 58.7. Oh God, the sweat is dripping. 1 minute. Why do I do this? Now, in theory, the one thing I do know is that air conditionings for cars specifically work much better if the car is moving, so that will hinder the progress a little bit. But the gauge, the outside temperature on this particular car right now is 74 degrees. What? 74, sorry, 47 degrees. 74, imagine. I don't think there'll be much car left. This does not work unless it's fairly accurate, so it's sitting quite in the middle of where you'd be is where it makes sense, but the sweat is dripping off my head. So apologies on that, but this is all for science. 54, just coming up to 2.5 minutes. It's drastically going down. I mean, it's not taken that much time, but it is definitely fine in here now. I could quite easily get up and drive. I'd say that was pretty fine. This is quite possibly the ideal I could consider driving temperature. I turned the AC down a little bit. It is more than acceptable. And I've gone from 50 something degrees to now just all the way back down to, I mean, the air conditioning is set to 18 degrees, but obviously there is still heat on certain items of the car, but the clock does not lie. And it's taken me 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Seems like a lot, but the reality is simple. It isn't, because if you can consider that it's taken this little time for this little of an AC compressor to work, it did it pretty well.